So our group was to present trauma from occlusion, and I was in a group with Lauren, Destiny, and Jessica. My part of the assignment was to specifically talk about secondary trauma from occlusal forces. So to compare that to primary trauma, it's trauma that occurs on a periodontium which has an existing compromised periodontium present. So it's an unhealthy periodontium. It has bone loss and attachment loss, and that makes the periodontium more vulnerable to injury from what a previously healthy periodontium might be able to tolerate. So as you can see in figure A, it's a fairly healthy periodontium. There's no attachment loss, there's no bone loss. And in figure B, there is some bone loss right here. In figure C, there is attachment loss. You can see there's a lot of periodontal ligament space. So the result of secondary trauma is that the unhealthy periodontium that already has bone loss and attachment loss is going to create a mobility of the teeth, and the apical forces of the mobile tooth will further deteriorate the bone height. Further problems can lead to loosening of the teeth, tipping, movement, recession, further bone loss, and widening of the periodontal spaces. So as you can see in this first picture, there is already bone loss right here. And the occlusal forces that are applied to this second picture is going to create tipping. And you can see the apex of the tooth is starting to kind of dig into the side of the alveolar bone. And in the third picture, you can see that that has caused a result in further bone and attachment loss. So I was also to conclude our presentation, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. Trauma from occlusion is a result of an excessive force applied to the periodontium, resulting in cracking, tipping, and detrition of a healthy periodontium, and that is known as the primary trauma. Or it can be tipping and bone loss and widening of periodontal ligament spaces of an unhealthy periodontium, and that is known as the secondary trauma. With proper treatment and prevention, the risk of trauma can be reduced. Parafunctional occlusal forces are examples of occlusal forces that contribute to trauma from occlusion, such as bruxism and clenching. Damage can be caused by abnormal anatomical features, such as frenal attachments, and tight ones can cause a frenal pull. And with proper clinical therapies, the damage that is a result of the trauma from occlusion can be controlled to prevent further damage to the periodontium.